Okay, now we're going to write an equation given 2 points. Ooh, don't know where that is. Doesn't quite look like the planet Earth. Doesn't look like the movie Predators either. But anyway, let's see where we end up at. All right, let's write an equation of a line that passes through these 2 points right here. Well, first off, in order to write an equation, you have to have a what? A point and a slope. We have a point, we have 2 points, but we don't have a slope. So guess what I have to find first? The slope. Well, Coach Stoney, how do I find a slope? Well, glad I asked that question. Here's my formula to find a slope. When you have 2 points, you take the y2 minus the y1 over the x2 minus the x1, which is sometimes referred to as the change in y's over the change in x's. Or we could write it in a table in that form right there. And now you can see I've color coordinated our lines up here. I'm going to plug in, I still think I'm going to use this one as y2. So I'm going to put the -2 right there, minus the, the y2 right here, over the x2 minus the x1. That's why they're color coordinated. So -2 minus 2 would be -4, and 1 minus -3 would be the same as +3, which makes it 4. And -4 over 4 means I really have a slope of what? -1. Now I also like this table method, which is not really using the formulas, but it's kind of like this here. I started at this point and went to that point. So if I do that, I take, how much did it change from -3 to 1? From -3 to 1, it went up 4. And what did it do from 2 to -2? It went down 4, which means it's a negative. And remember, slope is the change in y's over the change in x's, or rises over the runs. So it's -4 over 4 or -1. Either one of these two methods is fine. This is the one you'll see in math textbooks. This is a little bit of a Coach Stoney special right here about how to find slope given 2 points. How much did they change? Because that's really what slope is. The rise over the run. How much did it change? Now, we know the slope now is what? -1, which we will now use to plug into our point slope formula. So we have an m and -1. I'm going to use my x1 and y1 from this right here. And so I'm going to go plug them in. So it's y minus that 2. M is -1 times the x, notice it's minus -3 because I'm minusing whatever that is. Well, what's that minus -3 going to end up really do being a what? A +3. Now, let's use my distributive property. Take -1 times x and -1 times 3, which will give me a -x minus 3 on the right. But this is not, what do I still have to do here? I've got to add 2, and if I add 2 to one side, I've got to add it to the other side. Notice -3 plus 2 is that one cancels, makes it -1. So my equation of the line is y equals -x minus 1. Using the point slope formula, but given, I had to first off find though the slope given 2 points.